Leandre got the juice.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Go! Somebody said, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get into it, man. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to talk about it, chat. Y'all give it up for yourselves one more time, man. Roll Tide to all my Bama fans in the chat. Welcome in, AAA family, everybody in the AAA family. The past 48 hours have been so crazy for your boy and the AAA family and the Coach Smook Network. So we're going to take our time tonight and just enjoy the show, just like we did in the last chat where we were together. Just kind of enjoy each other, have a good conversation. Well, Season, I see you over there on TikTok, man. I mean, on Kick. Appreciate you for tapping in. Antonio over there on TikTok, man. Everybody else tapping that screen on TikTok. I can't see the screen. Bama Pro, Ed is that kid. Why ain't you? I appreciate y'all for tapping in over there on TikTok. YouTube, thank y'all for pulling up. Let me go to the top and scroll through, man. Roll Tide to my boy Zach. Appreciate you for tapping in, Zach. Thank you. Go ahead and then after that, who we got after that? Caden, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. He said roll Buckeyes, roll. Man, listen, y'all should have. Oh Lord, I hate it. It's Sunday night. Okay, what's up? What's up, Darius? We ain't hearing from you until we get them 5 gifted on this live. So I hope you enjoyed your first comment. Roll Tide is from my guy, Dougie. In the building, man, doing his Dougie, doing the Dougie. I bet you was. What's up? I mean, who else we got in here? What's up, Dwayne? Good to see you in the chat, my boy. Good to see you, man. Good to see everybody. I got MJ in the chat. Where you been at, MJ? A new job got him working, man. Alabama versus Georgia. Yes, sir. Again, round 2. Ain't the first time we seen this showing up on a Sunday night, and you already know. What's up, Melvin? Good to see you. David the guy, what's up, man? David, good to see you in the chat, man. David, I forgot you had a dog on a wristband too, man. What's good, my boy? Good to see you. And then our sister Amanda, where your boy at? Where your man at? He got all week to catch these hands on this video game. We're gonna do a long series this week, y'all. I'm trying to set up something. Y'all know that boy Adrian. He always down to support the network. He really AAA. But he a bulldog to heart, so at heart, and that's what he gonna be. He down, he 10 toes down with his dogs. Hey, what's up, Crazy J? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for becoming a member of the AAA family. Y'all give it up for Crazy J real quick in the chat one time, y'all. Give it up for that guy, Crazy J, man. Crazy J, appreciate you for joining the AAA family and becoming a member of the Coach Smook Network, man. Getting your wristband, bro. Sloppy win, but Ty stepped up, man. You think so, DeQuavis? You weird, man. The game where he actually played, well, I give you that. Shout out to Coach Smook and the AAA family. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, my boy. Hey, I got my email for them SEC media credentials, but we ain't gonna be able to make it up there, man. We got business to handle. Walk-ons. Shout out to Walk-ons, man. If y'all haven't heard already, man, Walk-ons is an official. Walk-ons Sports Bistro is an official sponsor of the Coach Smook Network. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a preview of what Walk-On Sports Bistro actually provides. Let me see if I can find something generic for y'all to check out with Walk-Ons, man. This is who's become a sponsor for the Coach Smook Network. Let me see. Yeah. No official. Okay, check this out. It's tough. I can use this one. All right, check this out, chat. We're going to check this out. Shout out to our new sponsors. Like I said, Walk-Ons, Sports Bistro, franchise. It's a franchise restaurant known across the United States, man. So y'all check it out. This is it right here. This is the new sponsors of the Coach Smook Network. Our first official sponsors, not partners, not affiliates. We are partnered with Walk-Ons. Check this out, chat.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Yes, sir. Everybody needs a little playing time with the Coach Smook Network AAA family partner. Sponsored by Walk-On Sports Bistro. And y'all, we got official, we got official sound bites and everything. Check this out. Y'all gonna be hearing this commercial, and it won't be when we do we're jumping into the radio waves, y'all. So we'll be running this little ad here for
Walk-On Sports Bistro is your game day destination.
So yeah, we trying to move on up in the world. But y'all know how we do first 15 minutes of the show. We try to give everybody opportunity to come in, settle down, get settled in, and let us know what they got going on, man. Where everybody in the chat, where you watching from? How did you see the Coach Smook Network? And once again, I want to tell everybody, man, everybody that showed love last night at the game, all the Bama family and the friends and the parents that show love, parents of the players and the players that took time to come and dap your boy up. Shout out to each and every one of you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now that I think about it, I think we have an update. And I'm gonna confirm, but I do think we have an update. There's like, what's up, Adrian? Fred Harris, what's good? Will we finally free AK Deer with Jan Miller going down? There's a strong possibility. That kid said he heard Luke Metz is possibly going to transfer. I didn't hear that, and I was just with his family yesterday, so I don't know that kid. I don't know who you heard that from. Who you heard that from, that kid? Hey, and if y'all really want to know inside scoop, don't come in talking about like and this is for my community. Don't say what you heard. Tell me where you heard it from, so I can call their name out or say their name, give them recognition for the information that they're providing. And if they do end up being right, because at the end of the day, I'm not a mind reader, I'm not a psychic when it comes to this. I just follow the information. I follow the information wherever it leads, and then that's how we put out the information. We are a developing, I guess you could say, insider news source. So as things develop, we're going to be on top of everything. Let's start with the call out real quick. Where everybody watching from? I see a few cities, states, and stuff like that in here now. Let me go ahead and call y'all out real quick. Mary J, as soon as you find the first one, go ahead and get across the screen, and then we're going to get off of that and then jump into our show, the late night call-in show, Coach Smook Network, here on the Coach Smook Network with the family. All right, so scrolling up, let me see. Where they at? All right, we got Cam TV in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, that boy. Event staff ain't in the game. I'm in Washington State, crazy. In Washington State, becoming a new member. Represent San Antonio, Texas, checking in. Davin, the guy. David, the guy. My fault, David. And my guy, Dwayne, checking in from Selma. 35-40 minutes away from me. Birmingham in the building. What up, Fred? Good to see you, my boy. Zach checking in from T-Town. We got T-Town in the chat heavy tonight. What are we talking about? Norman, Oklahoma is in the building. And sitting on the edge of their seats, hoping that they get that playoff berth, which they should. We might talk a little bit about that tonight too. We got some more people checking in. Mary J, Southern Ohio checking in. What's up, Caden? Southern Ohio, Dothan, Alabama. Jamarcus, I see you, my boy, Dothan. I missed the Peanut Festival, man. Hope County, Florida's in the building. What's up, Dylan? Boy, Dylan in the building. Good to see you, my boy. My boy, Mr. $1 Million Band Man himself is in the building. Oh, my God. And then that kid said, I heard from some insider support staff. I'm not sure he's 100% on it, but worth noting. Who? You said some insider support staff. What insider and what support staff member gave you this information, or where did you get that information? That kid checking in from Birmingham, Alabama, over there on the TikTok side. Then DeQuave said, Mobile, the beat of the Bay, man. You better know it. Tell him, the home of the original Mardi Gras. You better do your history. Melvin Amison checking in from Birmingham, Alabama. Man, we gotta look at y'all checking in. Montgomery. Hey, Deb, I didn't know you was in Montgomery. I probably did know and forgot. My big sister Deborah in the gump with your boy. Yes, sir. Let's go. Dora, Alabama is in the building. What's up, Glenn? Glenn, I see you in the chat. Glenn, you been missing in action, man. You been busy. And Well Season says Georgia on the check-in. Our resident Georgia Bama fan. I love it. Holding it down across enemy lines. All right, y'all, let's get into the show here on the Coach Smook Network with your boy, Coach Smook. Somebody say it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all
the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Chat, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why y'all are so excited to see Coach Smook tonight, but we got 56 in the chat on YouTube. I need y'all to run that up. We got 56 in the chat, 57 in the chat on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We should be at 30 likes already. We got 50 in the chat. We should be at least at 30. We had 16 likes already. I appreciate y'all for tapping that as y'all come in. And if you're on TikTok, keep tapping the screen. If you're on Facebook, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, drop a comment, let us know you're there so we can acknowledge you and get y'all in the conversation today. Though here's our we're no longer fan reacting anymore. And before we even get into the conversation, if I could, I want y'all to see something in Kalen DeBoer's interview post game presser that allows me to believe that maybe this is just a team that wants to just win. They don't care about how they win, they just want to win. At the end of the day, we got to make more plays than them to get the W. And at this point for Alabama, it's not about style points. We're not in a situation like Miami. We're not looking like everybody else. We just need to win. Alabama's in a position right now, no matter what game is next, every next game if you win right now, there's no which way, if, ands, or but about it. If you win, you're going to the playoffs. If you win in the playoffs, you're going to find yourself right there in the position where you plan to be at. But let's listen to Kalen DeBoer real quick, and we're gonna come back to you all after his post-game presser. It's a 12-minute presser, so definitely comment, run up the comments, continue to comment in the chat, and I'll be on the side. I'll be tapping in periodically, dropping in, giving my thoughts on some of the responses and some of the things being said. All right, check this out. Coach Kalen DeBoer, post-presser after the Iron Bowl chat. Here it is.
Just couldn't be more proud of these guys. First of all, for this game and just how resilient they were within the game. Obviously, we jumped on them pretty quick early, but they had some explosive plays, and I feel it's the one thing that's disappointing is we gave them some explosives, and we didn't have the explosives, but the takeaways and taking care of the football ourselves was huge. But just the fight and the belief. I think there's some teams that hope they can find a way. I think our guys really understand that they get in these spots, they're going to make it happen, and nothing's going to be given to you. You got to earn it. These guys have done that since day one. They've worked for this situational football, fourth downs, whatever it might be. I think a lot of the things that are a part of our identity stuck out tonight, and so I think tonight is just a small piece of what this team is all about when it comes to our full season, and even over the last 2 years, taking the things that we've learned, and it's still not perfect. There's some missed opportunities that we had to stay on the field, some missed opportunities that we had to get off the field, but we take those, and again, that gives you a lot of understanding that there's a lot more room to be better.
Thanks, Coach. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get to you. Let's start with Charlie in the front.
What do you see from Ty in the offense in that final drive? Go ahead.
Just not panicked. Try to find a way to get the next first down. It starts with one, and just focus on the next play, and never worrying about the what ifs, the situations. Just focusing on the moment. Get your call in, get your pass protection set, get your check made, whatever it is, and go out there and just execute the best you can. And when it goes well, you stay on the field, and that's what these guys did. So I'm proud of Ty, and just the way he executed. Obviously, the fourth down was a big one.
Let's go to Nick, middle room.
Yeah, walk us through the decision to go for touchdown on that fourth down.
I figured it was 29 yards shorter than the last time we needed a touchdown here, so probably percentages were much more in our favor. But no. I feel like there's a confidence you have in the offense, okay, to get the 2 yards. We didn't need to have a touchdown on that play, but we needed the 2 yards. And I think there's also a piece where backed up like that, you got confidence in your defense, and in that situation, you got a chance to score, you got a chance to get a stop, and you also got a chance to maybe get the ball back again. And obviously, all those things. There's some things that don't work for you to be in that spot, and some things that do work for you to be in that spot to where you get two chances at it. So, again, just a lot of trust in our guys on both sides of the ball that we can get it done.
All right, so thus far, up until this point, he said a few key things that I want to acknowledge. One, being in this situation so many times during the season, everybody talks about, I listened to a podcast, Sharpshooter podcast yesterday, and they continue to hark on this, this ain't how Bama wins, this, that, and the third, and all of this. And I hear other podcasts saying it too. And I look at it and I say, man, what's wrong with winning? At the end of the day, what's wrong with winning? If you have a scrappy team that doesn't put up 1,000,000 points, they're tough defensively. They make plays when need to be made on offense. May not be the most explosive offense or what you expect it to be, but they're doing enough to win games. Doing enough to win games. What do I mean by that? So when you're struggling on third down against a defense that's really tough and stout in stopping the run, right? The run game. You go into a game offensively, it may just be more important to make sure every play call on the road in hostile territory counts. Negative plays last night against Auburn, we had 9 negative plays total. 9 negative plays total. Total plays called last night, you had 38-35 to 73 total offensive snaps for the offense last night, and you had 9 total no negative plays throughout that. Yards per rush, there's a rushing clip that Alabama wants to be able to hit, 4.3. We were below that, but the explosive runs that we were able to break off of that, those 158 total yards, those explosive yards we was able to make off of that. Let me highlight our run game last night. Jam Miller, 20-yard rush. Ty Simpson, when he broke for a big yard, 20 yard gain, 26 yard. So 2 explosive runs out of all the 38 attempts that we had in the game. And I don't think people realize how huge they were because they came in moments where the defense, Auburn's defense, was really on their heels, and we needed to be able to continue the momentum. And third down, fourth down, the 100% conversion rate on third down was a huge thing for this team this last night in this game. And offensively, even though we struggled with the numbers, you look at the total yards gained, the total amount of production between the two offenses, Alabama did not outgain Auburn. And that's okay when you can create turnovers and don't allow them to cross the goal line. That's okay when you do that. To only score 10 points in the second half and to be able to basically hold them. The offense gave the Auburn defense, the Auburn team, Alabama's offense gave Auburn multiple extra opportunities to score. The inability to execute on third down, some of those plays where, Ty was just, got flat-footed in the pocket under pressure instead of climbing the pocket of pressure, pressing the line of scrimmage, put us in some bad positions. But overall, I think this team, like Coach DeBoer said, you find a way to win, and it may not feel good watching it from home. But I got confidence going into the playoffs knowing that the last 3 out of, the four games have been one-score victories. You talk about the LSU game. It wasn't a one-score victory, but it was a decisive victory in the aspect of how the game was. Offense wasn't fluid. Defense stepped up. Offense made plays when it needed to. Defense forcing turnovers. Ball control, time of possession was key. We outgained them by almost a total of 10 minutes. That last drive in the fourth quarter to really secure the game, I think we held the ball for 11 minutes, 8 minutes, between 10 and 11 minutes. I remember saying in the stands that we would need, I told the people in the stands, I was like, if we can get a 8 to 12 minute drive once we get the ball back, because they scored pretty quick, or they fumbled on that drive. No, wait, I'm thinking backwards. They scored after we punted in the fourth quarter. They scored, and then we came down. We had a 15 play drive right at the 8 minutes total time on that drive. So 75 yards, moving the ball efficiently, taking our time, 15 play drive. Anytime you can get that and get points, 3, 6, 7 off of that, you're doing a good job and being efficient. And this is late in the game when the defense has probably thrown all their punches and they're really just relying on that pure effort. And the physicality with our front, the offensive line. Congrats to the offensive line for playing a pretty clean game for the most part, man. There were a few spots where we didn't handle the 6-man pressures and some of the double mug looks. We got overloaded. But is definitely one of those things where we can see the growth from the season. Let me see who just sent that. I think we just got a dono, chat. I think we just got a dono. Let me see. Did we just get a donation for the stream? Let me see. It looks like it. I don't know why my phone freezing up. Anybody else got iPhones and iPhone messing up or moving slow right now? Or is it just me? All right, yeah. Shout out to that boy Adrian, man. Shout out to that boy Adrian for the $10 dono. I don't know why it's not bringing the graphic up. Oh, here it is. I don't know it's not bringing the graphic up, but we got Adrian for the $10 super chat. All right, appreciate Adrian for the $10 direct dono here on Coach Smook Network, man, through the Cash App. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for supporting everybody. Don't forget, we got donation opportunities. I haven't been putting the QR codes up there because if you want to donate, we don't want you to be ashamed of donating. One thing about donating to a nonprofit, independent organization like myself, like the Coach Smook Network, is when you donate, publicly recognizing it, it encourages others to see that their donations and their contributions are getting put to work. So I appreciate you, Adrian, and everybody else that's donated. And also shout out to Demetrius Maynard. He sent I don't know if he want me to say the amount, but it was a pretty nice. Well, yeah, the meat always come in here. He sent a $150 dono yesterday to the Coach Smook Network, and it was greatly appreciated, man. So we truly appreciate you. Ryan can't go over the middle and catch the ball. He's going to go deep receiver, and that is not Ty's best pass. Facts. And I think that's what we're seeing. And this was a year for Ryan to learn, in that I had a lot of people asking me about Ryan Williams yesterday in the stands, and even after the game, some of the people that I talked to week in and week out, post game, pre game, it's kind of like a ritual at this point, asking about Ryan Williams and what the deal is with him. If you all saw him, it's a thing with Ryan right now where I truly believe that DJ Durkin wanted to see if somebody else other than Jeremy Bernard and Ryan Williams could hold us, could hurt them last night, and we did. Jam Miller, Isaiah Horton. We saw Marshall Pritchett. I know that looked like a good pass to Marshall Pritchett and hit his hands, but if y'all could see how close of a distance that pass was that Ty sent through the 14 Marshall Pritchett, if y'all could see how close that pass was, he could have just laid that out to Marshall, and he gets that ball and turns upfield. That's a strong guy to be. But yeah, this is definitely an issue with Ty Simpson not being able to hit the deep ball. Once again, missing Jeremy Bernard on the deep pass. We've seen him miss Latier Brooks earlier in the season. We've seen him miss Ryan Williams. We've seen Ryan Williams drop his only perfect deep ball that we can recollect from the Georgia game. And shout out to Caden with the 199 super sticker, tapping in, showing some love for the Coach Smook Network on the Coach Smook Call-In Show. All right, now let's get into some more breakdown. Let's get some more from Coach DeBoer, and then we're going to jump back into the conversation and open the phone lines here in 7 minutes. We got the phone lines open in 7 minutes, chat.
We got two questions on the far left. Let's go with Katie, then Colin. Go ahead, Katie.
With the win, your team clinched a spot in the SEC championship. Just what does it say about the journey this team's been on this year to get here? And then do you think your team's done enough also to clinch a spot in the playoff?
Oh yeah, I definitely do. Definitely believe that we've got that type of team. 7-1 in the SEC, and as many ranked teams as we had, and then winning a rivalry game here on the road shows a lot of grit, what this team's all about. But I think it goes back to week one, and what you can believe from what people tell you, who you are, and it really comes to life. And the character of this team really never wavered. They dug in, and it's been a grind for these guys because they really knew that it was a backs to the wall type of journey it was going to be with the way week one went. But we got some guys healthier after week one, week two, week three. Even the guys that were out there playing, they got healthier, and our guys were playing probably their fastest football here over the last third of the season, just physically. And so they stayed the course. They kept playing, and kept getting better. And so, again, there's still things we can get better at, and so that's the exciting part.
Colin, go ahead.
Hey, Kalen, just the connection and the trust that you guys had in identity, kind of emerged as a big-time recruiter. What did you see out of him in this one to make him such a big target?
Yeah, I mean, I told Isaiah a long time ago when we got into the SEC games, that this is where the offense, the ball will find him in big moments. And, we have so many guys that we rotate in, 4 or 5 guys that are really a part of the rotation most weeks. And, sometimes it doesn't end up going his way. But tonight, he found opportunities and he took advantage of them.
Let's go to Hunter on the far right.
Yeah, just what did you see from Jay Miller in the run game today?
Yeah, I think it isn't just about tonight. I think we took some steps against Oklahoma. I think there were some things that we did against a very good defense there. A lot of people have struggled to run the football against them, and I thought there were lanes, and I thought there were things that we did that we hit on, and also some things that we didn't quite execute, and we took another step on that tonight. And we needed it, but it's just continued to be a work in progress, and it keeps getting better. And we face really good fronts each and every weekend. There's just dynamic players. There's big players and up front that we got to block and move. And I think our communication's gotten better with the offensive line. I think we've emphasized it obviously more and more, and they I think are starting to really get a belief that they can make it happen. And, I can't wait to see what the next step is next weekend.
All right, chat. So, like you said, everybody been like, man, what's going to happen with Isaiah Horton? It's certain players. J-Bo benefited from being a part of a rotation that they didn't have a huge confidence in, right? A lot of young guys, freshmen behind Mitch and J-Mo. You had Bolden. I think Slade was with that group, right? And that was kind of your core group of receivers. Everybody else was kind of like we were waiting for them to wake up. Christian Leary. Who else was in that wide receiver core, man? They had a few guys in that core, but J-Mo was the transfer guy. Come in, instant starter, instant impact. We saw that with Isaiah Horton. We heard about it. I saw it in spring camp, saw it in fall. Seeing it come to fruition in the big game against Auburn. My young man, I tell you right now, I got to meet his family and saw him interacting with his family before the game, and he was truly locked in. Shout out to the 36 likes on the stream over here on YouTube, man. Continue to run the likes up. We got 62 in the chat. Don't know what y'all waiting for to hit that like button, but if you're enjoying the content, definitely hit it. You already help us hit our 25 like goal, so we greatly appreciate that. And just continue to hit that like button. It's free. And if you're not a subscriber, 62 of you in here, some of y'all may not be subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. We have hit our new goal of 3.7K because of you all, and I'm grateful for that. Next conversation, we're talking about it right now. Isaiah Horton popping off, but also the run game. I told you all, Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams, they didn't get as many opportunities this game. A few times we saw Ty Simpson miss on some reach trying to get to his reliable target. And in Jeremy Bernard, we didn't have Josh Cuevas. Caleb Edwards did a great job in helping in pass pro, getting out in pass concepts. Didn't see a lot of opportunities. There were 2 times that I remember vividly where he was wide open for a check down and cross Ty Simpson's face. And Ja'Cory Brooks holding facts. Dang, Zach, see, that's why you on the team. That's why we got Zach in the back, man. But shout out to him, man. But Isaiah Horton was locked in. I kind of felt something big was going to happen. I talked about it earlier in the week. I said it would be one of those games for him. Latia Brooks had some explosive plays. It's a matter of time before that young man breaks a kick return for a touchdown, man. We're gonna see a kick 6 here soon. What's up, Bama Gump? Good to see you, man. Good to see you in the chat. That dude went to Texas too, I think. Talking about Holden? Nah, Leary ended up at Georgia Tech, and then Holden was somewhere else. Shout out to the 72 in the chat, man. We got 72 people in the chat. Continue running likes up. And right after this, after this next bit of conversation, we're gonna jump into the phone lines. We got Georgia on the line, man. We got Georgia on the clock, man, and it's time to get ready for the game. How do we see this game going? Where can this Bama team play? What can they look like against a Georgia team that I believe it has been on a similar path this season? They haven't had the same amount of ranked competition that Alabama has played, but they playing against some quality fronts, and they've been having to find ways to win games. If you look at how Auburn played Georgia and how they played us, similar outcomes, similar type of meanings. The officiating definitely played a huge part in a lot of momentum swings in both games. So both teams coming in off of some emotional rivalry game opponents. And this year I think it's a different matchup or this game is different from the first one because one, you had a neutral site and being in the dome on that turf is a lot different than playing on that outside turf that you get in your stadium. So this game could look a lot different than before. It could be, the other way around where Georgia makes a few more plays than Alabama and is able to win it. Or this game could get where Todd Simpson has such a confidence against this Georgia defense, and the Alabama defense has such a chip on their shoulder for giving up those explosives last game against Georgia, the first matchup, that Alabama could fix their issues in the stopping the run game and just continue to run the ball good like they did last night against Auburn, throw the ball better like they did the first game against Georgia, and just build off of that. And this could be an ugly game. So we'll open the phone lines for that. I'll talk about my breakdown for this game going into this Saturday. We'll do some segments throughout the week and break it down with the the matchups and everything. But this is a huge matchup. Both fan bases truly believe that both of these teams being represented in the SEC championship deserve a spot in the college football playoff. Georgia, I truly believe, is in with the loss, or with the win or a loss. Either way, Alabama, we want to win. We need to win to secure it. We don't want to put it up to the committee to judge a 10-win team, and a 10 just that on your resume. 10-win conference championship loss team. You don't want that to be in the committee's hand. They've been very inconsistent. Miami had to go and prove a point yesterday, putting up extra 21 points to secure the game, I believe it was, or some crazy junk like that. They was throwing the ball they was up by 21 or something. I was not paying attention to it, but kind of following it. So a lot of things lining up for this game, man. And how does this affect the path or the selections committee choice? We're going to talk about it all week here on the Coach Smook Network. So right after this infomercial message for everybody that's here and that's not a member of the AAA family, think about becoming a member, because if you want to be on the inside, if you want to be in the know of what's going on, especially with all the coaching carousel and all the news that's going on with coaches leaving, staff members leaving, tap in, become a member. The Coach Shep move wasn't a surprise. We just couldn't release it. Our loyalty and our networking relationships don't allow us to just speak on stuff because we know it. All right. And we win, we in, and we're going to stay with it. Coach Smook will be doing some different coverage for college football playoffs. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. You want to be on the inside scoop and know what's going on with everything around it. Check this out right here on the Coach Smook Network. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Chat, what y'all been waiting for? We here in the call-in show. We already got a first call on the line. Let's see who it is. Yo, you're in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man. Who's on the line?
What's going on, Smook? Jimmy from Ohio, man.
What's good, man? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why I ain't got no volume. Let me see something real quick. Everything seemed low. Maybe it's me. All right, there we go. We should be good now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on?
That much, man. Roll Tide to you. Welcome in. Jimmy's on the line. Y'all give it up for Jimmy in the chat. Talk to me, man. What's on your mind, brother?
Tide, man. I mean, what can you say, Smoke? Another night, another day in Jordan Hare. Look at the last two times we've been in Jordan Hare with the 95-yard drive with Bryce Young in 21, and then the 23, the Gravedigger with Jalen Milroe. So why I don't understand why people are acting like, oh, Alabama didn't blow out Auburn. This is not going to be a game where you're going to blow out Auburn. I don't care what nobody says. It's not going to happen.
Right.
I do think we had the opportunity when we was up 17-0. I think defense was doing its part, but the consistently third and outs, having them on the, I mean, they was off the field maybe 2.5 minutes, and then you right back on the field. And eventually that the fatigue started showing, right? And you can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? Third and out. And as far as Todd Simpson, man, it's like I'm confident, but I'm worried, Smook. I don't know how to explain it, man. It's a weird thing with this offense, man. I don't know how to explain it. And granted, we got the job done, but I feel like Ty is still hesitant. I don't know if he's overthinking it. I don't know. I mean, there was so many plays that he should have made with ease. So many times where he can just ran the ball for the first down that he didn't. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I don't know what's going on, man. But I do feel confident against Georgia. I think the defense is not the same defense that went into Athens back in September. I think this is a whole entire defense with a whole, like you said, with the whole type of hunger, knowing that there was those explosive running plays the last time we played. I'm pretty sure they want to make a statement. I just think offensively, man, I don't know what's going on, man, but we got to get it cooking fast because
facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's not too many times we're just going to keep skating by. You feel me? Like we're going to be playing better teams now, especially going into the playoffs. So I don't know. What you think?
Man, and that's what I was going to say, man. I look at it, and if there was a team that needed to be prepared, this Bama team kind of reminds me of what Notre Dame started looking like towards the end of last season. Ohio State. I'll even push Georgia right in there, that last end of the season push that they made to win the SEC championship against Texas. And then we know what happened to them against Notre Dame, but the type of ball that they were playing to end the season and to put themselves in that position, similar type of narratives around it. Now you said something about the offense and Ty Simpson. And I'm glad you said it, and people won't, just listen and think that I'm just a sunshine pumper. But like you said, and I could only see the game from a certain angle, being in stadium.
Right.
But I could just imagine if I could see guys, streaking, left and right. We got positive spots here, positive spots there. Let's move this guy here. Motion Jeremy Bernard here. Get the mismatch we want. Wide open by himself with a step, 2 steps maybe.
Man.
And I mean, those are and bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. I believe that was maybe a 35 yarder, 35-yard pass. So it wasn't like a arm wrenching, crank it up, let show off my arm talent. This was a Coach Smook, after not throwing the ball competitively over the past probably like 8 years now. What's this, 20?
Yeah.
No, it ain't been 8 years. That's 2020 was the last time I played in like a competitive flag league where I was throwing the ball 30 plus times, anywhere 30 to 60 times a day on a Sunday. I could go out there and make some of them passes that he was missing with the pocket that he had. I'm not going to say I'm better than Ty, but I could make those passes with the coverage that he was facing. And there were a few times, man, in key moments where the pressure, case in point, when I forget what 24's name is, but they did like a freaking crazy, I don't even know what to call it, like a 41 stunt where they brought the weak side edge rusher and they looped him all across the whole defensive front, behind the whole defensive front, and the O-line passes it off. There's a slide right. There's a slide right protection. They immediately adjust. Your right tackle holds his anchor point. Everybody else deciphers this pressure that's coming through, and the guy that left the right tackle, he 3-4 seconds into that snap, he's just now making his pressure onto the quarterback. And Ty Simpson, instead of sliding away from the protection or pushing away from it, my fault, he goes to it. He goes to the slider where his protection was slid to, but he also goes into the to the pressure that's being sent to him. You got to have your eyes. You got to be able to see those things developing underneath your route concepts. That's why you got to keep your eyes downfield. And if you're not scanning the field, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see that.
Right.
And there was so much field open to the right of him. He maybe gained 6 or 7 yards, but that's on the 2nd and 11, I believe, 2nd and 13 when that happens. Or my fault. That's on a 3rd and 8. That's on the 3rd and 8 when you do that. So you have your chance. You put us in a situation right there, close to no man's land as far as field position. You give us an opportunity to possibly go for them 4th down early in the game on the first drive to create some early momentum and really put a niche in DJ Durkin's freaking play calling defensively. But you instead you're panicking. Your feet you're not active with your feet. If y'all pay attention in chat, I'm going to ask y'all this. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But a lot of times when Ty has pressure in his face, if y'all go back and watch it, are y'all not seeing the feet just kind of slow chopping? It's not even like a panic chop. It's a slow chop, like he's going through warm-up passing drills. Anybody else notice that? Do you notice that, Jimmy?
Yeah, I do notice. I noticed, like, let's keep it a buck. I ain't gonna
look. I feel you. Hey, authenticity above all, man. We ain't got to beat around the bush. We ain't got to beat around the bush.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck, man. They have went against back-to-back elite defenses. I'm talking about some of the, just like you said, some of the blitz packages that Durkin was sending and what Brent Venables was sending to Ty. I mean, it was pretty. I don't see Georgia presenting that type of pressure. With that being said, I think yesterday our offensive line. I mean, besides there was a couple plays that was questionable, but for the most part, they held up. Ty Simpson had some clean pockets. Especially that pass to the Jeremy Bernard, which should have been a walk-in touchdown.
Walk-in, brother.
He just overthrew him with a clean pocket. Nobody was in his face, Smook. There was no reason to miss that, man. And this is why I'm a Ty Simpson fan, man, but it's becoming hard to consistently defend this every game. This is not I could see if it was just a one-off, right? This was just a bad game. They just didn't show up and they still won. You know what I'm saying? But this has literally been consistent, I think, since South Carolina? South Carolina is I start seeing this offensive, especially Ty Simpson regress. Like, as far as his decision-making, he doesn't feel confident.
You say South Carolina. I'll even go as far back to say Vanderbilt. We saw the same thing happen against Vanderbilt, missing a lot of open, deep passes. Florida State, he passed up on Lotzier Brooks on the first one. Like that could have been his first touchdown pass of the season. That one he checked down underneath and to Ryan Williams, and Lotzier Brooks was streaking wide open on a C route. So it could have been. It's been a consistent, like you said. But what I've been telling people, and people got mad at me. People got mad at me when I used to say this about it. I think Ty is going to be a great system game managing quarterback. I think the dual threat narrative is pushed. It's kind of fluffed a little bit. I do think he's athletic, but he's not somebody that you can say QB run scheme. Let's go with the QB run scheme for the next 2 plays while we settle down on the offensive line. Or we gotta let's empty the backfield and let's quarterback draw or jet motion QB counter, something to where you can utilize his legs don't do that for you. And even with his explosive run yesterday, it came off of a broken play. That's what you see as far as a dual threat in Ty Simpson. Him trying to be this pocket presence quarterback, I don't think that's him. I feel like his ball on the run is better. Or when he has to get off platform and reset for some reason, he throws move in the pocket. But you can't do that in a game where if you move in the pocket, that means you're cutting the field off. You're cutting pieces of the field off.
Yeah.
You're limited. You're limiting the field, and you're making it a smaller space or a limited space for your wide receivers to work quicker in. And you're hoping that your quarterback in this space that you're designating your play call to, you're hoping your quarterback, being that his vision and his process is fixed on that. That's what the instructions of the plays they do, execution of the plays they do. You're hoping he sees it when it opens up as quick as it should open up. And that's why you play half the field and you move the pocket. For a guy like Ty, that's what he's going to need at this point against a defense in Auburn. I think he had plenty of time against Auburn, but Georgia going to do similar things. They're going to do similar things.
Yeah, you know what? So, and I'm gonna get off it. I just want to say 2 more things about this coaching staff. I think I see a lot of people, like when I was watching the game. I'm not going to talk about the YouTuber, but I was looking at the comments, and there was a lot of people like criticizing Grubb. And I get it. Sometimes you can get a little too cute, and instead of just getting what we need. But let's keep it a buck, man. Each game, there are plays that we have chances to score, but Ty is missing them. It's not Grubb. He's calling these right plays. They're there. Against Auburn, they were there. They were there. We just missed it.
Brother, that was a play on the goal line. And I was like, and everybody in the stands was talking about it. And it was the play action. It was like the rollout, the counter rollout type action where you got jet action going one way and the running back crosses his face and then is basically leaking out as the release flat route. And he's got the option to, he's rolling out with him. He only has one offensive lineman pulling to protect him, or the tight end. I believe it was Caleb Edwards. And you got your eligible receiver and Daniel Hill in the flats for you. Defenders behind Daniel Hill. DB is occupied downfield. And you are one-on-one, is you a defensive end. Why are you not trying to get to that pylon instead of trying to pull up and like there shouldn't be a question. If you're not trying to lead Daniel Hill while he has to step on the defender, why aren't you geared down behind your shoulder pads, ready to go for that pylon? Those are small things that at this point there's no more. This is first year starter Ty. That stopped in week 6. That stopped in week 6, chat.
And then I'm gonna say this, and I'm off here, Smook. we gotta give Kalen DeBoer credit, man. Because let's hey, first of all, let me start with the play last night when it was tied 20-20 and it was 4th and 2. A lot of coaches ain't gonna make that call. They're gonna send that field goal kicker out there. Hey man, let's just get the 3 points and get up out of here. Nah, he went out there. He trusted his team. The team came through. We scored. You could tell. You could look at the camera. It was just like a sigh of relief. Like,
Yeah.
Woo, boy! I'm glad that worked.
But you know what? At the same time, brother, I say this: when, like he said in the interview, when you have a certain confidence in your team, man, it's just the sense that you get. Even with Ty's struggles, there's a space in his execution or his leadership, and that's one thing I laugh at all the fans that want to kind of criticize him and ready to jump ship on Ty now, because I've been telling y'all the young man is a coach's son. He's going to find a way to win at the end of the day, and he's one of those players that you can count on to generally make the right decisions in most part. But Big Jimmy, we got another call on the line, man. Let's get them on the line. I appreciate you for calling in, my dude. Roll Tide, man. Let's get this up. Roll Tide. Y'all give it up for Jimmy. 702.
To accept.
Yo, you're in the game with Coach Smook. Say your name again.
This is Jason. Put me in the game, Coach.
What up, Jason? We can't hear you, man. You sound like you're far away from the phone. You go on your headphones, ain't you?
I was. I took them off. What up?
What's up, man? Good to hear your voice. Hey, y'all give it up for Jason in the chat. 334, you just called. You can call back right after Jason's phone call. We don't have necessarily time in it, but everybody try to be courteous, man. If you're not having an active conversation, if I'm doing most of the talking, hey, pass the mic. That's how we say it at the karaoke. Pass the mic. What's up, Jason? Talk to me, man.
Hey, man, I got to watching y'all's game again here this morning. Just been watching it a little bit, checking out all the games from yesterday, along with all the crazy lane stuff. But no, man, I think that Alabama did what it's supposed to do. It's a rivalry game. I don't think you can talk a ton about, you're going to play perfect or doing that kind of stuff. You guys are always talking about going into the haunted house and all that other stuff. But I do think, I've been saying it with you guys that Ty regressed a little bit. I think he's got to be a little bit better. It's
the same thing you got from Mateer earlier in the season when he took his dip. But I see.
Mateer's trash right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you see a guy at his highest, right, and making in-game adjustments, off-platform throws, these different things. At least I've seen Mateer utilize his legs. I've seen Mateer get that offense out of trouble with his legs many a times. Ty, last night, we almost lost the game because Ty was hesitant to use his legs. If you all go back, if they wanted to be petty and we wanted to have a Jordan Hare moment, an Iron Bowl moment for the officials, that last 4th down conversion when he broke the tackle and he was doing all that 20 yards worth of scrambling behind the line of scrimmage, and then he fell a yard over the line of game when he could have had 9 or 12 yards off that scramble. Those are the type of plays that I think I'm at this point of the season, I expect better from my quarterback. But go ahead, Jason.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. And that's like last night. I just was watching a show to be named later, talking about John Mateer making game-saving tackles on interceptions that he fucking threw.
Hey, get a quarterback credit for tackling.
No, I'm not. Not when he threw the damn pick. Not when he threw the pick, bro.
Nah, Jason, he tackled the guy, though. Your quarterback has a tackle. That's a good thing.
Listen, bro. No, it isn't a good thing. The good thing is if you don't throw the pick to begin with, and both of them were stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was actually 2 times it is. It's like going over there and patting the arsonist on the back for throwing a little bit of water on the flame.
Yeah,
bro. I ain't trying to have it. And that's not gonna work in the playoffs. Now, they're gonna make the playoffs because they've got the best resume they got a better resume than a lot of one-loss teams. But the point is, you're gonna have to. You just can't be having it, man. You just can't be having it. But no, I think that Alabama. Look, anytime you win that game, and I know you guys talk about it a lot. I know you've won more than you've lost a lot lately. But when you got to go to Jordan-Hare and get it done, that was good. You were in the house, weren't you, last night?
Man, in the house, on the house, boy. I'm telling you, I was, man. Any closer, I'm in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? That's how good it was. It was so awesome. It was such an awesome feeling to be there, especially you know, some of the interactions we had. I don't know if you've seen on Twitter yet, but I got to chop it up with the Alabama's athletic director, Greg Byrne. That was a huge moment.
Nice.
Hey, even I'm not sure if it was his YouTube account, y'all. I'm gonna laugh. I'm not sure if it was his YouTube account, but they definitely pulled out a phone. Him and his personal assistant, SID person that walks with him anytime they out. That guy pulled his phone out, scanned my QR code, and I saw them hit the subscribe button. So we official. So all y'all fans, I need y'all to say what y'all got to say when y'all on this phone now. You never know when we might got some important people listening and watching the show. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, bro. That's I've been telling you for months, man. You're killing it. So well done.
Facts.
Done.
Appreciate that, brother.
No, man. What are your? I want to get your what your thoughts are on the Lane Kiffin situation.
Listen, man, Lane Kiffin is for, and I'm gonna speak from a Bama's perspective, right? Because Bama fans beg anytime there's something about a coaching move or going to get a coach for anything. Lane Kiffin names gets praised. It gets thrown. Imagine playing for a coach, right? Or imagine coaching with a coach that is literally team is sitting on the cusp of a playoff berth. Literally waiting to hear where they're going to play at for the playoffs. And this man is already making moves, organizing his staff for his next opportunity. The head coach, this ain't a coordinator. This ain't a position coach. Like if Jamarcus Shepard, coach at Alabama, wide receiver coach, who just got hired as the head coach for Oregon State, if he would have left, Wednesday when we found the news out, if he would have went ahead and made that transition and Kalen DeBoer becomes more so involved with the wide receivers and all this, we make that type of move, that's not hurting you. He's not a gay play caller, none of that.
No, it's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Kiffin is he's the team is his. He calls the offense. He determines what happens in those game management situations. He Kiffins when he Kiffins, right? That's going to hurt Ole Miss in the playoffs. I don't care how you look at it.
I was about to. I'll take you one further. Do they even put them in the playoffs?
They will. There's no reason to not put them in the playoffs. You're talking about Jason.
We have the one loss, right?
You got an 11-1 team in the SEC. Yeah. And come on, man, you have a.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but look at what they did to Florida State a couple of years ago and didn't let them. It was a 14 playoff, but they were undefeated because of a quarterback. This is the play caller, not just the head coach. He also calls all the plays on offense.
11-1, man. 11-1. This ain't 4 teams. It's 12. What other teams can we say right now could regardless of who the coach is, because of what they've done?
The reason I'm saying that the question also becomes, do some of these dudes jump in the portal?
Oh, of course. Listen, there are 2 guys that there's a name in Caleb Cunningham that I told y'all to watch out for. There's a name. There's a current commit, in-state commit right now that's committed to Ole Miss, wide receiver commit, and people wondering why we not tripping about losing a few wide receivers in the portal. Barber, he's committed to Ole Miss right now. I would love for this staff, even with the loss of Coach Shep, even more of a reason for wide receivers to come to Bama, because now you're gonna be in front of some fresh eyes. Now you don't have to go against the coach that dealt with his players last season. This is a new coach evaluating these guys.
I do want to approach one part of this though, and I agree that I think it's a bad look for Lane. But I don't necessarily blame Lane completely. I think from what we've seen in the past, I think what he did at Tennessee and the way he kind of at the end was at Alabama when they've been told him to get on out.
Yeah.
He's got a rep. He's got a reputation, but the real culprit here is this damn calendar, bro. It's the academic calendar and the portal and everything that goes with it. I think I don't want to hear about the academic calendar part because guess what? We're in pro football now. This is pro football light anyway, and there's zero reason why they shouldn't just make a rule where you can't be having conversations. That you don't put the players in a position where they're gonna leave their team before the playoff is over because none of that shit is open.
It shouldn't be.
Move signing day back to where it was to begin with. This is early signing period. You know what I mean?
Yep. And you've heard Coach Saban talk about this. If we're going to move everything up recruiting wise, if we're going to, because at the end of the day, if nobody's paying attention, everything in college football right now is revolving around recruiting. Everything, Jason.
Yes.
Everything. Coaching hires, who they have ties to, your athletic directors, your general managers, your training staff. Because you man, the amount of people and the amount of doctors that I seen yesterday walking around Alabama's, Jordan Hare on those sidelines, the names that get called out, like, bro, it's crazy because of recruiting. Okay, check this out. If I come to you as a recruiter for the University of LSU, if I go to LSU, Louisiana State University, I'm the recruiter there, right? And my pitch is, I'm dealing with a wide receiver. He's come back from previous ACL injury, probably 10th grade type stuff. Junior year was a little bit slower. Senior year got him the offer. We got him now. He's part of the team. If this child has access to some of the best medicine and best, or orthopedic surgeons in the nation, and they're going to give me another $50K while he's learning, and come on, man, and he's going to have opportunities. It's not hard to win in these battles, and when you get a guy like Lane Kiffin that people just want to be in the offense, they could care less about his character. They'll take a chance on getting a $50K plus off of you, signing, going out there to practice. If it don't work out for me, I might have a better chance. Jason, we got another call coming in, brother. Can I get you back on the line later?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this. This is 334. Let me see who this is. Appreciate you, Jason.
All right, later.
Yes, sir.
Call from
Big Folks.
Yo, Big Folks. What's up, man? You in the game, brother. Welcome in.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Nothing much. Jason, appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all, give it up for Jason for calling in, man. I just want to make sure when I see missed calls, when somebody call back and I miss they call the first time, I'm going to try to make sure. And I have prompts set up. So if you're on the phone line and you hear the beep chat, that means try to round it up to about anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes. Let's try to get our conversation ended. Jason going to be on the show with us later this week. We got our SEC championship game panel that we try to put together. Going to try to get Shawty to represent Georgia. But Shawty owes us some money too. What's up, Big Folks? Talk to me, man. Y'all welcome in, Big Folks.
What's going on, man?
Talk to me, man.
Yeah, cool. So I'm getting a late start to the show. I don't know if we already talked about it. Maybe.
Hold on, your phone breaking up. Your phone breaking up a little bit, like going in and out just a little bit. He got bad service, chat. He got bad service, y'all. But we're gonna get him back on the line. 334-625-1121. Big Folks was on the game. Was in the game with your boy. Stop falling for Bama can afford a loss. Debu says, stop falling for Bama can afford a loss. Shaking my head. 94% of people bet Auburn was going to win. Let you know.
Call from
Big Folks.
Let's get him back in.
To accept, press 1.
We got you back in, Big Folks. We got you back in. But I got a comment. Let me.
About that. That was my T-Mobile service.
T-Mobile. That's that T maybe.
T maybe.
Yeah, maybe it worked, maybe it don't, depending on where you are. This comment in the chat, I don't know what you was leading towards, but I got a comment in the chat. It says stop falling for Bama can afford a loss. Shaking my head. 94% people bet Auburn was going to win. Let you know, all Bama bandwagon fans on podcast critics and Vegas gambling against Bama. We got to focus and win. Roll Tide facts. I'm right. I'm with you with that one. But go ahead, Big Folks. Talk to me, man. Big game. We win. We going to the SEC championship against Georgia, round 2 for 2025. What's your thoughts, man?
Man, my thoughts. I got great thoughts, man. I want to give our secondary big props. A lot of people just looking at Cam for Auburn. But Singleton is a pretty good receiver, and even what's his name, Malcolm? Is it Malcolm Simmons?
Yeah, Malcolm Simmons.
Auburn's got a pretty good receiving core, and outside of like a few missed tackles, I think we locked them up almost that whole night.
I mean, for them, for majority, I think 180 of they phone. I think it was like 200 some pass yards, but like 180 of them came off of 4 passes, four something like that. It was a crazy statistic I was looking at. And is like I said, that field was garbage. I was watching these boys live, even in warm-ups, and you could see players, trying to scratch up, plant their feet in the ground the extra before snaps, everything before any drill. It was a lot of slipping around, and I don't know, man. I think the boys did more than what they were given. You know what I'm saying? They played above what I expected them to come out and play like, especially in that secondary. You're absolutely right.
Me too, especially with Xavier and Brown.
Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of stats, but man, he played some lock tight coverage.
Both he and Dijon Lee. I'm so glad Dijon Lee has become the DB. Damani Jackson had some good snaps too. Red Morgan played a great game. The safety room, Mincy struggled. That one play where he came up and didn't break down correctly, but I think he might be a little out of position right now, trying to take advantage of opportunity because of Dre being out. But outside of those 3 or 4 instances, man, we look good.
And I tell you who I think he's getting that rotation, so I'm happy about that.
Right. Man, listen, the way I look at it right now, big folks, is Alabama, like we've been saying for the past few weeks, is in control of their own destiny, right?
Most definitely.
And like Coach DeBoer has said, like he said in his interview after the game yesterday, it's one of those things, man. Sometimes you might have a game plan drawn up and you expect to be able to score off of this or put yourself in good position to score off of this, and things don't play out. But how you respond in still being able to produce a win when things aren't going as planned, that's a telltale of what your team is as far as their grit and what they can produce in those tough games. And we're heading to the playoffs. We've seen this team have to play these type of games for the past 6 weeks now.
I agree.
I think if anybody's primed and ready for the playoffs, it should be us.
It should be us. And I know Ty didn't play the best, but one thing I do respect about Ty, he's a warrior.
Yeah, he fights.
He's a complete warrior. And it started with that Florida State game. You could tell he was down and out. But I'm telling you, he's fighting back. He's fighting back every time. And you can tell the guys rally around him. They really do. But I got a question for you. How do you think we can, outside of the trick plays, how can we get more of the passes in between 15 and 20 yards? How do you think we can, get more comfortable on that long ball? In game.
I mean, the play action pass is probably, with some of the fronts that we've seen and the pressures, the teams that are sending these pressures, the play action pass is the thing that's going to give you the best chance to catch a defense, lean in one way so you could give yourself that 1 or 2 extra steps. But like you said, man, you're looking at a situation now where the O-line, I believe the O-line has been doing a great job. Ty just has to let the ball go. There's nothing that I'm going to do play calling wise at this point in the season to, truly help him adjust, right? Or say that he can, that we need to change something. He got to be able to execute in what phases we in. And then, the intermediate pass game is effective. It's effective. Keep using it. Force those safeties to be more decisive and more in tune with watching the middle of the field, so that you can open up that 1 second or split second of space that you need to connect on these deep balls. Because right now, what you're doing is not effective. And I don't think Georgia is any better on the defensive side than Auburn. And
they're not.
And honestly, if I'm being honest, Auburn's defense is one of the better defenses in the country. So
correct. Going
into the playoffs, SEC caliber defenses, we won't see as many of those. We won't see the same level of athleticism on all 3 phases at each level. So I think we in a pretty decent spot, big folks, with Alabama's offense and the passing game getting back to a performance clip that makes defenses kind of hesitant.
I'm glad you brought that up about Auburn's defense, because if I'm lining up pound for pound, Georgia one on their defensive line that threatens me like Falk from Auburn, 15, and also 17 for Auburn, the middle linebacker. He's a dog also.
Yeah. I mean, Auburn's they stack with talent, and even in the secondary, they trash as a group, but individually, they could play some ball.
Yes. Like that tackle that number 4 had on Bernard. That was a great tackle.
Huge tackle. Big tackle.
You know, sometimes you sit there, that was a great tackle. But going forward, man, I know we can beat Georgia. I'm confident that we will beat Georgia. And I'm just ready for the ride, man. It's what I'm saying.
Right. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. SEC championship game, you ready for it, my boy?
I'm ready for it, man.
Listen, man, this is gonna be a big one. Another movie in the making, and I'm excited to see another quality matchup for SEC championship game. Not many conferences get the luxury of having quality SEC, quality conference championship games like the SEC. So we lined up for a good one. I think Ohio State, Indiana should be a good one. We can finally see if both of these teams are legit. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to find out who's real in conference championship weekend this week.
Hey, and I've got my prediction for that one. I'll let you know. I think Ohio State is going to show that Indiana has been some pretenders.
Okay. Well, we got another call on the line, man. I appreciate you for calling in, big folks.
All right, take it easy.
You too, brother.
Call from
Chris, put me in the game, coach.
to accept.
Yo. You in the game with Coach Smook? Who's on the line?
Coach, hey, Chris from Birmingham. How you doing?
What's up, Chris from Birmingham chat? We got Chris from Birmingham in the chat. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Talk to me, man. What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, man. First of all, roll tide. We got the win.
Roll tide.
The win, man. Always rough, you know, and in Jordan here, of course. But I won't be long, man. I just wanted to call in, man, and just kind of talk about that game, and then, I mean, what I expect to see from Georgia and Bama, man. First off, man, we played a pretty decent. I know we had some mistakes, like the last caller said, but we played a pretty decent game. I'm confident in our defense.
100%.
And I was also happy to see Cam Calhoun. He was out there, man. Like,
hey,
he got hurt.
Nah, he didn't get hurt, man. I'm gonna tell you about the Cam situation now. I'm truly blessed to develop some of the networking relationships and relationships that we have, personal relationships we have with players, parents, staff, whatever it is, at the University of Alabama. But as you all know, me and Cam's mom, we really close. We become really close during his transition here, and I truly appreciate her. Shout out to her for getting us in the game and helping us be able not just support Cam, but also to support the rest of the team. But when the play happened, we were so excited about him getting in the game. I have been crying for it. Y'all been hearing me cry about Cam getting in the game, man. Don't pick at me too bad. I've been fanboying it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my dude, man. And just his fire on the field, those 3 plays, it shows you difference. And to have that with him, Red Morgan, that type of energy in the secondary, you need that. Xavier Brown showed some emotion last night we haven't seen in a long time. So Cam Calhoun getting in that rotation is a positive thing going into the playoffs, because Deshaun Jones, he's not healthy, and he wasn't playing good in the first place. And I don't know what he was doing to maintain his spot, you know. But we got Cam in the rotation. He served his little half game suspension or half suspension. He'll be available for the Georgia game, and I think it's going to be huge to have him for that Georgia game.
Right, yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? It was a targeting call. That's what it was.
Yep, targeting.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so he'll be able to play. Yeah, man, I saw where Deshaun Jones had a club on his hand. Yeah, man, I think that, you know, like, you know, you've been discussing on the show, the offense. Yeah, he missed some plays, man. And of course, the main thing right now that's going around on social media is that the short yardage, man. Like, yeah, he definitely can run and take off, man.
I don't know why he's so hesitant to take off with his legs when it's right there, man. He had the 4-2 and the 4-3 that we had. He had clear lane, man, to go ahead and just take that, slide down or something like that, and go to the next, series, man. I don't know what happened.
Facts, man. And sometimes, like we were saying in the stands, a lot of people were echoing the same thoughts, man. What's up, Sully? If you eat some of those sacks, it'll naturally speed your clock up, man. Instead of throwing it away like he was, even the touchdown pass to Bernard, they could have easily went and reviewed that, and it was a slight push off, even though he was being held early in the route. To make the actual catch, it was a slight push off. And that's one of the things where if you pay attention earlier in the play, Isaiah Horton is open early. Somebody in the chat just asked what's up with the slants and the crossers. It's hard to hit those routes when you're throwing it behind the receiver, where you're not leading them to the open space, when you're seeing it late and they're having to stop. So that's what's happening with that. It's not that it's not being called. I seen Ryan Williams go across the middle a couple times last night. I even seen Ryan Williams open on a nice little smash concept, and we checked it down. It ended up being the first time, but you could have hit Ryan Williams on that one. Build some confidence in your deep ball, Ty.
Yeah, I know there's one play they kind of stopped doing. I know he Grubb mixes it up, but he had like a trips on one side and then naked on. He had like a one guy like Isaiah Horton on the other side, and he would just toss it over the line of scrimmage, so he can shoot out and run behind the blockers. But anyway, man, the last thing, man, as far as the negative stuff I saw, the pass pro, man, or no, the running backs blocking when we got the rushers coming in, man. I think Jan Miller missed the linebacker coming in again, man, and that caused a sack. And I think, man, I know at this point it'd be hard to kind of clean up completely, but man, if they can fix that, man, we got more of a chance in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at some of these comments, man. These fans, I don't think fans understand what play calling is at some point in the game. Like, I know you got your favorite players and stuff like that, but if it's not there, why try to force it? And for the playoffs, man, like Isaiah Horton, I believe is the number 2 receiver on the team, but presents the most mismatch opportunities that you can create. And it took time for us to find a good phase to work him in. And look what happened in the Auburn game. He getting a lot of one-on-one situations, a lot of pass-offs, and you're able to find his frame and what he brings as a skill set. You're able to utilize it and maximize it. So I'm not mad at how things were being called. Execution definitely needs to be better. On the back end of this too, man. Going into the Georgia game, we've seen Kirby Smart really rely on his front 4 to try to get pressure. If they come with that same game plan, that plays into our strength. When they dial up the pressure is when you see Ty get slowed down. So hopefully Kirby hasn't learned his lesson, and if he has learned his lesson and amps up the pressure, I believe we have it in us to counter it if guys stay calm and execute. But final thoughts, man, before we get off this line. We about to get off this show, man. We had an hour and a half already. Look at God. Why don't he do it?
Man. It's a great show, man. It's a great show. But the final thoughts, going into the Georgia game, I hope they can utilize the tight ends a little more. I know, like you said, man, he like to go forward to rush in and play some zone. Man, if we can do that and utilize the tight ends, I think that'd be great. But I'm pretty confident going into, again, into Georgia for this Georgia game. So I think we got this game.
100%, man. 100%. Well, I appreciate you for calling in the Coach Smook Network. And, bro, roll Tide, man.
Hey, roll Tide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all give it up for Chris on the phone line, man. That's going to do it for the phone lines tonight, man. We're going to get off of here. We got a call-in show in the morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on the Coach Smook Network. But before we get out of here, take one more opportunity and think about becoming a member of the AAA family here on the Coach Smook Network. So you get that access to get that hot scoop that you want, man. All your little perks and stuff. Show up to the events, live events. You get special access, entourage, A-Day entourage crew, all that stuff. AAA A-Day, AAA Game Day entourage. When you're a member of the AAA family, support. Check it and see how you can become a member of that by doing this.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today. As always, it's your boy Coach Smook tonight. We 3 likes away from a 60 likes on the stream, man. Appreciate y'all for 57 on the stream. If you haven't hit the like button live on the stream, make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching post stream and you made it to this point, make sure you hit the like button. Still, we want to hit some new goals, man. We've done some huge things, made some good networking connections, and want to continue to grow. So your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscriptions is what's going to help us get to that point. And being a part of that, man, I'm telling you, I think of a lot of the YouTube channels that I see, I think we do more community interaction and try to push community, more community interaction than most channels. Even with getting the sponsorship for walk-ons, man, the college football playoff, we have some opportunities to host at the walk-ons in Tuscaloosa for the playoff series. So every game in the playoffs, we might be in Tuscaloosa at walk-ons Sports Bistro. What's up, Jason? You tapping in late, man? Good to see you, my boy. My boy probably just getting off work. Shout out to my brother Jason, man. He been around since day one. But yeah, let me get to these comments, man. I want to shoot at a Fairweather fan real quick. I'm wondering why, when will Grubb pull out some dynamic offensive play calling, find ways to get 1v1 matchups with Horton and Ryan? I can't let Ryan go in the 4th without a target. What first of all, why am I going to try to keep forcing matchups to a guy that has the most drops but not the most targets on the team in Ryan Williams, right? If anything, I'm going to be more insisting on doing some 1v1 matchups like we've seen with Latair Brooks, Jeremy Bernard, and Isaiah Horton is a 1-on-1 matchup. You leave him 1-on-1, you give him that opportunity, you see what happens. You said he's not designing it for Horton. Well, Horton scored 3 touchdowns on how many catches yesterday? Sounds like you just crying, or you watching somebody's channel that don't know what they talking about. Or did you even watch the game, B-Rob? And the fact that you think Ryan Grubb is a bad coordinator, you lost your mind. You're talking about a coach that has national championship pedigree under his belt, being able to coach in that game. Not many coaches, offensive coordinators in college football right now that have coached in that game. Hey, just getting off. Hey, I missed the show. It's all right, Urban S. It's good to see you, sister, though. Glad to see you in the chat. You've been in traffic on 65. Yeah. And forcing matchups, you get what I'm saying? So B-Rock basically asking for us to go back to the offense that we was getting from Milroe last year. That's basically what he asking. Shout out to y'all for the 60 likes. Y'all done came in and showed out on the live stream. So that means tonight, since we had a total of a peak viewer of 74 live viewers, that means tomorrow morning we should be able to jump in here and get a smooth 50. So 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, it's SEC Championship week. No more what ifs. We going. All we gotta do is make the trip now and handle business. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and supporting your boy. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me.
Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
And I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.